Be great. It's gonna be another great show. Whoa, 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 whoa. Shout out everybody on the YouTube. Shout out everybody on Twitter. This the Wake and Bake 78. About to load it up. About to get it locked and loaded. You did. Gonna load it up. Gonna send this link out to everybody. Shout out everybody for all the support. Y'all know what time it is. We about to load it up. Warming up this YouTube. Yes, sir. Shout out Island Ghost. Shout out Lost Art. Checking in early. I'm about to set this room up. I'm about to send these links out. About to get this playlist popping. Y'all know what time it is. I'll probably post the playlist up in a second. Let's show y'all what we playing today. Gonna be great, man. It's gonna be a great show. We talking about a Crossroads for the record labels. So once again, shout out to Kamikaze for the topic. Let me go ahead and send these links out to the people, to the good people of the world. Let me get this thing up on my TV screen. Cause you know we clean, you know we stay clean around here. You know we send these links out. You know we stay clean and fresh around here. Yeah, dig. Alright, let's see what's going. Hope everybody good today, man. We got the album release party. We got the 2023 equals 322 album listening party on next Thursday. You dig? Next Thursday is gonna be a listening party. Shout out Crypto Jack. Yeah, XR Doge. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm still holding, man. I'm still holding. That junk gonna go through the moon. It's gonna go through the firmament. You dig? And we gonna be rich. Y'all better tell them about this XRP, man. But yeah, we got the listening party next week. I'm dropping the album on this Saturday, exclusively on Sonar Muse. They say that September 23rd is a critical date for the year. So, hey, I'm trying to go critical, man. You feel me? I'm trying to go critical. I don't know what they trying to do, but I'm trying to make critical impact. I ain't trying to make the same impact they making. Yo, shout out to everybody checking in. If you just checking in, I'm warming up the room. I'm warming it up. I'm about to play some music. I'm just sending out these links to some people who rock with me, but they don't be getting the notifications. I feel like, what's the name be hating? I feel like YouTube be hating on me. YouTube be sleeping on me, but it's cool. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna put in the work and I'm gonna send the link. You dig? I'm gonna just shoot the link. I'm gonna just go old school on them folks. For sure, Crypto Jack. You already know, man. That's A1 since day one right there, man. We was in those spaces. Shout out to Too Cold. You dig? We went hard on that one. XR Doge. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Island Ghost. Yes, yes, yes. I'm still holding. She sold some of mine. Oh, you sold some of them. You sold some of them things. I ain't sell one. You dig? But it's all good. It's all love. You got to get it how you live out here. Because we got to live first. You dig? Alright. I'm just getting done. I'm about to send these links. I'm sending them. Trust me. We gonna get this playlist number 78 going. This the Wake and Bake playlist 78. This is 78th episode of Wake and Bake. If you're not really in tune, if you're new to the room, if you're not really in tune with what's going on, I'm about to play a playlist. It's a collaborative effort from me and my guy Killer Strider. Me and my guy Killer Strider, we built this playlist up. and we gonna bring it to y'all every week. Shout out Purple Rain. What's good with you, man? Yeah. So all of these songs are exclusively coming from the platform Sonar Muse. You know what I'm saying? Blockchain Music, Sonar Music to prove it. And yeah, man, this is how we warm up the room. This is how we get things started. So if you just coming in, you know, it's called Awake and Bake for a reason. Roll it up, light it up, smoke it up, do what you got to do, get right. We finna be talking about record labels today. A crossroads for record labels. You know, if you don't smoke, get the drink out. If you don't drink, hey, let's just be high off life and live it. You dig? Live it to the fullest. Okay, Island Ghost Stephanie says she made $40K in 2 weeks. So hey, love is love. $40K, that's very substantial. That is a substantial effort. You know, that's what it's all about, making money. You dig? So shout out to XR Doge. Shout out to Stephanie Island Ghost. We in this thing to make some bread. You dig? And put it right back in and make some more. You know what I'm saying? I should have put Get Some More on the playlist. But yeah, man, we gonna get right into it. This is Wake and Bake Vibe 78, 78th episode. We are on the 78th episode. We are doing our thing. We staying consistent. If you miss out on this, be sure to hit Sonar Muse for the podcast. Be sure to subscribe to this page. You know what I'm saying? XRP Lemmy. And run it back, man. Because we be chopping it up. We keep it real. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna do too much talking. We gonna like I said, we gonna load it up. We gonna get it right. Oh yeah, y'all come catch me on the YouTube. I'm finna catch up on my Zertmon gems. I'm finna catch up on my Zertmon gems and missions. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to Zertmon. That's my Sonar Muse is my first favorite, and then Zertmon is my second favorite. Zertmon, shout out to my Zertmon people out here. If you know, you know. And I'm coming with the track. The song is coming. Shout out to Crypto Red Eye on the beat. I ain't even make it yet, but it's done, but it ain't recorded. You dig? If you know what I'm saying, cause we get them things done at XRP speed around here. So I'm gonna get my Zertmon gems going, and y'all gonna enjoy this playlist, man. Blessings on blessings. Love y'all. Whoa, 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 Slimmy, and you're listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes with Kamikaze and Too Cold. Whoa, whoa.
You are now listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes with Too Cold, Killer Strider, and X Lemmy.
We getting it in at the XRPL Wake and Bake Vibes with Too Cold, X Lemmy, and Kamikaze. You know the vibes.
Been a long damn road, I don't know that I know anything. Feel like I've been in alone, feel like I'm my own worst enemy. Can't see myself making a goal, when all of my focus on penalties. How can I keep this shit lightweight? Everything in me so heavily, steadily they say to rise. Yeah, but I'm definitely not in a mood. Got the pedal to the floor, what it do? I'ma be gassing my way to the fuel, ay. Cause I don't know no different, and I don't know no better. Blink and you miss it. Sleeping is over, I never been one to chase nobody down, and I'm not gonna start with it now. Being connected is not a connection, don't let this shit tie you back down. I'm worth more than that, screen cap every interaction. Pass shit like a quarterback, I just be myself, I don't chase reaction. I push myself into obscurity, thinking I wasn't worth anyone's time. Hung on the fringe, hung on the edge, really I just hung myself at the dry. I don't know why, I don't know how, I don't know when, I don't know where, I don't know what, I don't know who. I am not here, I am not there. Stuck in a moment, lost in a tie. Stare at the wall until I lost my job. Say it's for winners, then I'm at a loss. I don't know nothing about nothing at all. Swear I know everything, just wanna help. End up a detriment all to myself. Pull some more whiskey up off of the shelf. Who need to live when they gotta tell? Like, follow me into the dark, follow me into the dark. Follow me into the dark, follow me into the dark. Hey. Follow me into the dark, follow me into the dark. Follow me into the dark, follow me, follow me.
You heard it here first on Wake and Bake Vibes. Twitter space, we live.
The ripple effect, yeah. It's in my wallet, yeah. Cruising Pathfinders, no Nissan. Is the foundation that we want.
And so above, so below, water's more important than the gold. I just go with the flow. There's some things that you don't know, like the firmament, check the XRP logo. Going up, I'm going solo, I'm way up like Mr. Pope. Well, my life is picture perfect, I ain't got time to take photos. Pixelate rowboat, I ain't mucking around. Standing tall like these mountains that were once trees above ground. They won't tell you the truth, all the answers can be found. But all you people are sleeping, no TLC, I ain't creeping, I'm just truth seeking. Cause I use my dome like the shape of the earth, yeah, that's our home. Gotta keep it low, or else they'll suicide me, then I'm gone. Gotta hold on like some strong, ain't faking shit like Neil Armstrong. They can't get through, so they shooting bombs. Countries can't get along, but they signed the Arctic Treaty. The writings on the wall like graffiti, so icy like Quavo and Sweetie. And that's such a weird polity. Damn, that's the truth though. You can't see the roof though. Off top, that no roof flow. Like butter, gotta keep it smooth though. Ripple leaf fake, swimming pool flow. See fakes, I keep it cool though. They rushing, but I make moves slow. And I show them how to move in a room full of vouchers. Whitewashing, now I see there's a few cultures. Gotta let it go like Elsa, but I can't stomach it like Elsa. Seeing things change, watch them alter. Cash is the sacrifice on the altar. My bread is gluten free, that's my crypto. Saving so I can buy a crypto. Can Bloods invest in crypto? Gotta keep it moving, I ain't no crypto. Moving in silence like I tiptoe. Thank God for the waters, I invest in ripple.
It's in my wallet, yeah. Cruising Pathfinders, no Nissan. Is the foundation that we want. The ripple effect, yeah. It's in my wallet, yeah. Cruising Pathfinders, no Nissan. Is the foundation that we want. Take a picture, click, click, no Nikon. Can't mess with some of these tokens, they some peons. I'm buying all of these dips, I'm so cheap, man. My own decentralized bank, he, ha, ha. Don't be a jackass and miss out on the greatest transfer of wealth. Fourth industrial revolution, I'm checking on niggas' health. You thought it was funny, huh? Thought shit was keen and kill. Trying to get your groove back, I thought these niggas was stellar. Yeah, I got a lot of stellar. Yeah, it's on my nano ledger. Yeah, it's a lot of red on the charts like Liverpool, I'm a header. Yeah, I know it's big cheddar. Yeah, I know ISO is better. I don't believe in Elmer Fudd, Crush Diamond hands made out of pressure. We bustin' pipes, Atlanta Braves with a strike. Making plays overnight. Mary Jane taking flight. Married to the game, throw the rice. Caught by tungsten. Notre Dame munchkin. I'm back on a Wednesday, told y'all I'm the sensei. But I ain't saying what to do though, I hate those I don't have a clue folks. I ain't lying, it was the truth bro, then they be like damn, whoop-de-doo, oh. Then take all that shit you told on like they knew it first, they stole it. Like X-rated bro, they trolling, Gucci man bitches you rolling. Ain't no ifs, ands or mites, the community getting cutthroat without a knife. A lot of Twitter fingers going, I'm not the type. You gon' see and feel and know when I stop being nice. And be feeling like Dre, talk to me nicely. Check 'em like Nike. Shout out to Too Cold. Yeah, we so icy. Like the flat earth with the Antarctica ring. It ain't over till the fat lady sing. Better get Lizzo. Oil like Crisco. I can't do food products with Kellogg's or Nabisco. Is he Nigerian? All these O's, he serious. Bank statements so verbally on the blockchain, they tryna search for me. I'm on a decentralized currency, no to service, it's permanently permanent. The firmament, the ripple effect, I earn the shit. Look it up, DYOR, long-term game, my friend. If your wallet is centralized, make sure you get that shit off the exchange. I hate to see folks going out like a lame. I hate to see folks missing out on this train. I'm from the A, where we like to play, but I'm finna beat these folks at their own game. The ripple effect, yeah. It's in my wallet, yeah. Cruising Pathfinders, no Nissan. Is the foundation that we want. The ripple effect, yeah. foundation that we want.
You are now listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes every Thursday with Killer Strider, Too Cold, and X Lemmy. Come join us and catch some vibes. Sparkle.
Mine is red and white, power, poker vibes, gold blossom. I'm copying XRPL, I'm X-Possum, and go get one cause they awesome. X-Possum. Mine is red and white, power, poker vibes, gold blossom. I'm copying XRPL, I'm X-Possum, and go get one cause they awesome.
9,696 pixelated NFTs, come and get with it. Sipping on more than tea, yeah, McGriddling. You can get a DJ or banjo fiddling. While the XRP reelers, I had quizzing them. My awesome possum looking Nigerian. I got the one war ready for the psyops. The one with red paint when it's time to buy out. I need the one with laser eyes like Cyclops. The one I really wanted most was the Xbox. The Possum Brothers got my bag like the Secret Service. The way I pay the homies back, I go and make a purchase. Got Possum, Atlanta to Tottenham, USA on, getting the rock one. Gorkenheimer, Jason and Chris. My new X-Possum is smoking the spliff, oh shit.
X-Possum. Mine is red and white, power, poker vibes, gold blossom. I'm copying XRPL, I'm X-Possum, and go get one cause they awesome. X-Possum. Mine is red and white, power, poker vibes, gold blossom. I'm copying XRPL, I'm X-Possum, and go get one cause they awesome.
X-Mart on XRP Cafe, that's where I be. Copping my possum with no fee. If I had some more zerps, I'd go crazy. For the X-Possum in the Twitter PFP. The one on the moon with the red balloon. Ask Ketchum, Pokemon and Zermon. XRPL, awesomepossum.com. For the community creations. Gen 2 submits and registration. Updates, tokenomics with the roadmap. Always do your research, gotta know that. And if you don't know, now you know. As above, so below. XRPL is where I go. When I get my new X-Possum, whoa.
X-Possum. Mine is red and white, power, poker vibes, gold blossom. I'm copying XRPL, I'm X-Possum, and go get one cause they awesome. X-Possum. Mine is red and white, power, poker vibes, gold blossom. I'm copying XRPL, I'm X-Possum, and go get one cause they awesome.
This Too Cold, raw and uncut. You know the vibes. Coming from Canada with Chris and Jason, all the way to the A. Lemmy on the mic and Kamikaze with them South African beats. So don't sleep. It's gonna be awesome to see the X-Possum video game soon hit them streets. This Too Cold with the Too Cold XRPL Cookouts presents the XRPL Wake and Bake Vibes with my co-host X Lemmy and Kamikaze, aka Killer Strider. You know the vibes.
XRP on Rebel. Shout out to the motherfucking Flair Network. 0 fees. We on that XRP and Red Bull on that XRP, you know we keep it simple on that XRP and Red Bull on that XRP, we popping off like missiles.
I never slip, all I do is buy the dip, all I do is buy the flip. We blasting off on spaceships, Ripple so courageous, it will multiply your wages. We're winning all the cases, the replacement.
Stacking their positions while waiting for their decision. XRP's an ammunition, and Brad is a tactician. Larson's on the greatest mission. IMF, you gotta listen. David Schwartz laid the vision. XLM is Scottie Pippen. We on that XRP and Red Bull on
trigger GPS, that's fast beyond measure. I'm talking cross-border payments, XRP's a connector.
I grip the whole like David Shorts. Money long but never short. Digital money, that's a sport. We gon' settle out of court. I came in the game with a sniper aim, going to claim digital games. Chris Larson, that's the name. Brad Garlinghouse, what we say?
XRP and report on that XRP. XRP, you know we keep it simple on that XRP. XRP and report on that XRP. XRP, we pop.
Prepare to launch.
XRP. I be with my crypto wallet. XRP. I be with my lawyers. Fuck the SEC. XRP. I be with my crypto wallet. XRP. I be with my lawyers. Fuck the SEC. XRP and report on that XRP, you know we keep it simple on that XRP and report on that XRP, we popping off like XRP and report on that XRP, you know we keep it simple on that XRP and report on that XRP, we popping off like missiles. I be with my lawyers. I be with my lawyers. I be with my lawyers. Fuck the SEC.
Hey, XRP baby to the moon.
Whoa, this is a Wake and Bake exclusive.
Chill. Just chill. Just chill.
That was fucking trippy.
This is the Wake and Bake Vibes with Too Cold, X Lemmy, and Killer Stripe.
NFT, frenzy, digital cash, no more dollars, 5s, 10s, and 20s. XRP, let me look at the speed, low on the fees, don't give them your keys. We're monetizing, they about to envy.
XLS 14, that's a minor. Too young to up with this time and mature as XLS 20, looking much finer. Got the right features, XRPL devs are great designers. Got royalties embedded, so no need for smart contracts. When a trade is done, there's no need for contact. Different flags, yeah, we got that. Collectibles, yeah, we got that. Sophisticated format, we might need a top hat. The amendment, you can't stop that. Music, NFTs, Sona Muse, we finna rock that. The standard is here and we gonna be the best. Clio bringing extra features to the main net. The community is ready, marketplaces better get set. Save the best for last, cause we always doing tests. And shout out to David Schwartz, gotta show him some respect. Got that dog in him like a canine in his chest. A year after the proposal, we feeling really blessed. Metadata getting stored on IPFS. If not, we ain't impressed. You get whatever you want on request. This was a great journey, like a night on a quest. And Ethereum is too weak, over 80%. We gotta wait 2 weeks till we see it get amended. This feels just like a movie. Now it's time for action.
NFT, frenzy, digital cash, no more dollars, 5s, 10s, and 20s. XRP, let me look at the speed, low on the fees, don't give them your keys. We're monetizing, they about to envy. XLS 14 is defeated, cause XLS 20 is completed. It's like a newborn coming out the fetus. I'm not religious, but it's like the second coming of Jesus. I'm in the Garden of Eden, better believe I'm eating. If I saw the coins I make for a song, I'm still gonna make a killing. You'll probably catch me in Sweden. Stockholm with nudies, this Lemon Tea is a newbie. On XGB I got cooties, I'm gonna blow it like Hootie. Ooh, like I'm with the No Limit crew, Master P, NFTs, XLS 20 it grew. Bridge with ISO 22, environmentally friendly. I'm in it with Tezos for some time. Ethereum was on my mind, gas fees was like a tax. Cut my funds just like an axe. Blood, sweat, and tears, dog, I swear a nigga broke his back. Now we gotta bring it back to XRP, triangular trap the wave. XLS 20, dog, I'm hitting on it every day. It's on our Muse marketplace, you gotta give me a play. Crushing diamonds in your face, we helping the human race. And how could I be racist, dog? I'm just a black man in this space with Too Cold, coin pimping. And shout out to Crypto Jace, Kamikaze, Killer Strider. Y'all knowing that that's my ace. XLS 20, good times, we about to celebrate. XLS 20, NFT, frenzy, digital cash, no more dollars, 5s, 10s, and 20s. XRP, let me look at the speed, low on the fees, don't give them your keys. We're monetizing, they about to envy. XLS 20, NFT, frenzy, digital cash, no more dollars, 5s, 10s, and 20s. XRP, let me look at the speed, low on the fees, don't give them your keys. We're monetizing, they about to envy.
X Lemmy and Kamikaze coming through with another XRPL Wake and Bake Vibes exclusive.
Here's my take.
You know what time it is.
Now I like XRP. I like XRP a lot. But you can't go wrong with none of these ISO compliant currencies. You know, like Algo, XLM, XDC, IOTA and them boys. Anything else is just egregious. That's why my bags are packed with XRP. The first one with regulatory clarity.
Kamikaze Monster.
I feel like I'm Skip Bayless or Colin Coward. Whoa. They ain't buy XRP, then y'all some cowards. Whoa. I'm chillin' on South Beach, a few minutes from Broward. I'm an 80s baby, I got the power. My new 401k got these haters sour.
XRP bags is with me, we gon' make it shower, yo. XRP might be dipping, but I ain't dipping. Need 100K flip from it quick and I ain't tripping. That's my first take on it, trust me, and I ain't skipping. Nay-naying with my nano ledger, watch me whip it. XRP might be dipping, but I ain't dipping. Need 100K flip from it quick and I ain't tripping. That's my first take on it, buddy, and I ain't skipping. Nay-naying with my nano ledger, watch me whip it.
XRP bags and let me rocket shipboard and get ready. We married the moon like weddings. That's the first stop, then we blast off the levee. XRP ledger real steady. You got no bags, you begging. I don't do bears, no teddies. I'm just straight bullish, you talking that FUD machete. Your hands getting weak and sweaty. A stain on your life, no spaghetti. We up in the stars, haters get shedded. No COV, I'd rather be heaven. Like rubbing the genie, we bring the blessings, the transfer of wealth, but you being tested. Don't sell your bags or feel the depression. They want us out, but we not gonna let them. Your peeps got no bags, so I say forget them. We up in the sky, and I think we left them.
XRP might be dipping, but I ain't dipping. Need 100K flip from it quick, and I ain't tripping. That's my first take on it, trust me, and I ain't skipping. Nay-naying with my nano ledger, watch me. I really don't will, I really don't nay-nay. I did not conform, I am not shenane. If my first take gon' make something shake, then like her kids, they calling me baby. Friday after next, they calling me day-day. Let me in bags, them folks saying mayday. 100K flips, if I make it hit, I win, I cash out, but I'm going cray-cray. I'm Skip Bayless at hard against D. Shannon Sharp. Sarah Garibay, they in the dark. I light up, they black him out, give them some Hennessy. Suck in place, the elites got the remedy. SEC, them folks looking real finicky. Buying the lows, not selling the highs. Elmo Fudd, he come in disguise. He got a shotgun, but he know the vibes. We bustin' back, Mons is not hard, like I'm Big Shaq. Don't think I forgot, Mons is a cop. Left my folks traumatized, all in distraught. I'm a XRP Fox, not no Ethereum. Don't get it twisted though, I'm an Ethereum. You don't believe me, go hit a museum. Then that's my first take, how I'm leaving it, period.
Yeah, hey, what up, Lemmy? Shit, what up, Bags? What that shit do? Yeah, the price might be dipping, but I ain't dipping. Yeah, I ain't dipping. You know, no. I'll take that back. I am dipping. Hell yeah, I'm dipping like a motherfucker. I'm dipping knee deep in that XRP pussy, you feel me? 589 to the moon, you dog ass hope.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Killer Strider, aka Kamikaze Monster, and you're now listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes with my boy X Lemmy and my girl Too Cold. Let's get it.
Out of this world, I'm so ethereal. I'm out of this world. They say that temptation is root to evolution. Come get close to me, you might just find out. Come see me with your eyes. I don't need to know, just need you really close to me. You channeling some frequent energy. I hope you see that solar plexus in me. I need that aura so ethereal out of this world. So ethereal out of this world. I'm so ethereal. I'm out of this world. Come and take a ride with me. So ethereal out of this world. I'm so ethereal out of this world. I'm so ethereal. I'm out of this world.
Yeah. Hey, girl, it's you and me. You and me. I can feel your energy and I can see we're meant to be. Cause girl, we got some chemistry and we chillin' in the nighttime. Look at the moon in the night sky. Tune into the frequency, cause frequently I can tell that you are out of this world. Open up your third eye and let me into your world. Cause girl, we are just some higher beings and we should connect to these higher things. Your body is a galaxy and I'm exploring cause you're
so ethereal, out of this world. I'm so ethereal, out of this world. I'm so ethereal, I'm out of this world. So ethereal, out of this world. I'm so ethereal, out of this world. I'm so ethereal, I'm out of this world.
X Lemmy and Kamikaze coming through with another XRPL Wake and Bake Vibes exclusive. You know what time it is. You know the vibes. Heard here first. Let's get it.
Ay, mina ngimnandi mfana. Silungisa swag kancane. Siyabangena.
It's a trap.
The swag dripping. I brag different. Bazokhala ngami ngithi indaba lentwana just so lean. The verse clean, Zulu bass on creatine. Angela Ntwana, you might OD. Kick game, Bruce Lee. Roll up like MT. Chillin' fun, it's kind of cheese. Musulo kumtega, please, I got no time for no enemies. Yeah, shiz. Gasoline, ungayitheli phansi zokuhlaga. Rap game inokutaga. I'm killing the game, let's faga. Opega nepiti yapod. Mina ngizofaka umnotho ngiphume yenanda ungakhohlwa. Ngizama ukukhava iscore, I pray God for the progress. Get money with no stress. This dance so good, I had to put it on reverse. Ay, reverse, throw in the air. Reverse, take your time. Reverse, Millie rock. Reverse, hit the quan. Reverse, pause. Reverse, run with it. Reverse, swag. Reverse, reverse, throw in the air. Reverse, take your time. Reverse, Millie rock. Reverse, hit the quan. Reverse, pause. Reverse, run with it. Reverse, swag. Reverse, I told you niggas I'm the greatest. Life has changed, so I'm saying hi to the haters. Sebe vula mehla, I reached out to the fakers. Ain't no problem, now I'm chilling with the realest. Yes, I'm about to kill it. Cela ninga rasipari hambo puza mans. Ngoba masenqedelana ntwana nizoshona phansi. Obheke ngiphume gas, musuloku thathi chance. Khali themba lama khumo shaya bona spetty vibe. I'm Scoop Mac with the fashion. I'm under the hottest man, Instagram no gassing. Nkhuluma khulu, now I'm putting y'all in caskets. I'm reaching my peak, oh Lord knows my passion. Future life I'm cashing, I'm eating out, no napkin. Boss up like tips, bro, show love, no acting. Push fun, stack it, I had to run it on reverse. I'm on now, bitch, your feelings hurt. I think I got it, yeah. I think I got it, yeah. Ay, reverse, throw in the air. Reverse, take your time. Reverse, Millie rock. Reverse, hit the quan. Reverse, pause. Reverse, run with it. Reverse, swag. Reverse, reverse, throw in the air. Reverse, take your time. Reverse, Millie rock. Reverse, hit the quan. Reverse, pause. Reverse, run with it. Reverse, swag. Reverse, reverse. Siyabangena.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Slimmy. And you're listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes with Kamikaze and Too Cold. Whoa, whoa.
The government will be on his shoulders, not as a politician. Jesus came to bring us back into the kingdom. That was the Father's mission. The dawn of repentance follows conviction and submission. The silver and dross are both within us, awaiting God's division. The problem of sin is real, so we must surrender daily. We come to him as children. He instructs a growing baby. Learning not to walk in sin, I'm like Bartimaeus. Save me! He gives sight to the blind. But I need to be shown the way, please. I mean, the way that pleases him. Trying to learn the way that Jesus lived. Free will means I don't need to sin as soon as I believe in him. But he continues to give us the choice, moment to moment, providing a way out if I will take the time to notice. He shows us where the road is, but we gotta walk it. He paved the way to salvation, even though our behavior was out of pocket. Gave us the invitation to the banquet, paid for it out his pocket. But how do we walk in? Sanctification is now the process. This is sanctification. I could be wrong, I'm used to it. I'm working out my salvation with fear and trembling. So cue the music, he navigates the path that I'm on. I'm learning to move through it, this is sanctification. And you choose what you want to do with it. The fact is, I was missing it. I didn't know what submission is. Said a prayer and got baptized, but didn't change like this is it. Confession leads to repentance. Repentance means to turn from sin. The Spirit teaches the lesson, then submission lets me learn from him. Repentance means that God offered a change in my perception. My accepting this blessing is to die and be resurrected. I die to my behaviors, my idea of what's best, and let the Spirit take my heart of stone and replace it in my chest. I guess that everything inside of me is being put to test and checked against the answer key that he's handing me for my questions. This is what the scripture means when it says that he gives correction. I could choose to be deceived or believe and receive the blessing of his presence inside of me. I live for him and die to me. Change is painful like the King of Heaven is coming violently. Like in a mirror darkly, I can see that he is near. And this is what it's like to be baptized by water and the Spirit. This is sanctification. I could be wrong, I'm used to it. I'm working out my salvation with fear and trembling. So cue the music, he navigates the path that I'm on. I'm learning to move through it, this is sanctification. And you choose what you want to do with it. My interpretation of his words still is imperfect. Heavenly communication is like a new language that I've been learning. I'm crying out for the fire of Messiah inside of me burning. Ezekiel 36:25, purified for his purpose. Saved by grace and not by works. There's no way that I could earn it. By my faith in Jesus Christ, I am righteous, holy, and perfect. Justified, regenerated, sanctified. He demonstrated his design for his kingdom. Died to self, become a servant. I was worthless, but he valued me. He loves the ones he's made. Something only costs as much as someone else is willing to pay. When he gave his life that day, it allowed for me to change. And now the curse is broken. I have hope in him. That's where my focus is. These chains don't have a hold on me. They all will fall away. He leaves behind the 99 to find the one that got away. He calls us out the grave, so we are no longer slaves. I am being sanctified because I've been saved. I've been saved. I've been saved. I've been saved by his grace, by his mercy. I've been saved. I've been saved.
Triangular trap tsunami.
Shout out Hamza, that's hot. I feel that one, that's hard, boy.
Saved.
Hey yo, that's my jam. Turn it up.
Triangular trap tsunami.
Little farmer, a big farmer. Play on words, gotta stay conscious. Gag gas or organic ganja. Make it bake to go kamikaze.
Triangular trap tsunami. Triangular trap tsunami.
It's the wake and bake. Too cold and Gorilla Jake. Let me and Kamikaze bringing the vibes. So pull up, cause we live.
Yeah, an OG smoking OG. I crush it down, break it
it up, roll it and smoke it slowly. The organic grown trees, a puff of that good weed could put you on a vibe that can make for good stories. Go ahead and proceed to pass the joint and don't forget to play some music. It will stimulate the mind once you get into it. We can talk about it if you're into it. That's how me, let me and Too Cold get into it. We all about the music, we all about the movement, creating a new movement. All about the vibes and there's nothing to it. Legendary status is where we at. Music is therapy, so just relax. Triple dose of the music facts. No side effects, you know where it's at.
Little farmer, a big farmer. Play on words, gotta stay conscious. Gas or organic ganja. Wake and bake, Tuco kamikaze. Little farmer, a big farmer. Play on words, gotta stay conscious. Gas or organic ganja. Wake and bake, Tuco kamikaze. We the ball like Pearl Harbor, Coach Carter. Crypto Jace, X-rated, we grind harder. Then the clips, Lil Wayne and Dre. XRP a reject, they can't relate. Family matters, they used to call me Steve Urkel with my suspenders on. In my bug tee, sober knew to shout it, I was bug weed. Blood type diet, guess I'm a little farmer. Big farmer, still killing off the masses. Wake and bake, every episode a classic. I prefer real body over a plastic. So on our muse, we been triangular trapping. Little farmer, a big farmer. Play on words, gotta stay conscious. Gas or organic ganja. Wake and bake, Tuco kamikaze. Little farmer, a big farmer. Play on words, gotta stay conscious. Gas or organic ganja. Wake and bake, Tuco kamikaze.
Whoa. Yeah. Shout out everybody checking in. I hope y'all enjoyed that playlist. Y'all already know what time it is. This is the Wake and Bake 78. We on the 78th episode. I go by the name of Lemmy, XRP Lemmy, whatever y'all want to call it, X Lemmy. I'm in the building. I'm here. Shout out to Too Cold. We got Killer Strider with me. He in the building too. Killer Strider, what it do, my boy?
Hey, what's good, everybody? What's up to everybody on the YouTube side? Shout out to everybody tuning in on the Twitter Spaces Live. We are here and back for another episode of the Wake and Bake Vibes, the 78th episode. We're 78 episodes in. It's such a blessing. Yeah, man, it's great. We're going to have an interesting episode today. Yeah, we're going to be speaking about Crossroads for record labels. So we're going to be speaking about whether, record labels, are going to still be around in the next couple of years. What's the purpose of a record label in the next couple of years if we starting to move into Web3? And we are going to, get into that. Like, will we need record labels in Web3? And if we do, what would their purpose be? So how would they have to, get in with the times, when it comes to record label, the Web3 space? So yeah, that's basically the topic for today. Let me just get into it for a bit. Just describe what is a record label, what is their purpose, basically. So they've been here for a long time. Record labels have been here for years. To sign to a record label was basically thought of as, making it, being signed was seen as making it, and, being able to have your music distributed and being able to have some type of promotion from a record label. That's what made it seem like you made it. Having some type of capital you receive from these labels. So the services that they provided, in summary, basically, for a record label was to provide money to help you make records and help you handle getting more plays. They were supposed to handle that, getting your work out there and getting you more plays, which is basically distribution. And then they also were used to help you connect and develop your artistry, being a better artist. They were supposed to be an A&R. So that's basically a record label. To summarize it, they were there to help you essentially get your act together and to kind of get more exposure and be a bigger artist, So there are basically three types of labels. So there's the major labels, the major label subsidiaries, and then there's the independent labels. So some of the record labels are considered, or the record companies are considered, to be major labels. So and there's basically three major labels right now in this industry. They control 70% of the music, and those three labels are Warner Music Group, Universal Music Group, and Columbia Records. They are the ones that own a lot of the music. So it's Universal, Sony Music, and Warner Music. My bad. So those are the three: Sony Music, Warner Music Group, and Universal Music Group.
Atlantic is not there.
So those are subsidiaries. I think they're part of subsidiaries. So Atlantic is a subsidiary of Warner Music, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So that's what you consider subsidiary. So there's the bigger label, which is Warner Music. So they basically
my bad. Go ahead.
So they're the ones who control most of the music and the rights right now. So the structure of a major label is basically, they are led by board of directors and executives, like presidents and vice presidents of this company. And then there's the label liaison, which is either one person or a group of small people, and they act as the spokespeople within this record label. And then there's the A&R department in the record label, where they focus on finding new talent, convincing these people to sign to them, and they usually seek this talent by going to live shows or listening on the internet nowadays, listening to demos and networking. So when they find talent, it's that is deemed to be worthy for a record deal, they lead the negotiations between the label and the prospective artists. And then they continue the involvement with the artists throughout their career by supporting the recording and promotion process. And basically, it's the A&Rs are more involved in the artist's career. So it's also the marketing department, then the creative services department. So the creative services department focuses on the aesthetics of and uh, the graphics and other facets of the industry. So they design the tour sets, the advertisement and products for the artists and merchandise and all of that, all the visuals. And then there's a production department which focuses on, you know, the releases of the music, and then there's a sales and distribution department which works as the middleman for the label, and they work to take orders and make sure that the production team has the correct number of products and whatnot. So there's a large large amount of people and large departments that are within a major record label. So it's a huge thing with the record labels. They had a whole lot to do. It seems like it's starting to narrow down because in the digital age where a lot of these departments aren't needed anymore. So now we get into a point where everything is gonna be more digital, even garnering an audience. So and even the record deals that come about now are completely different. So there's different metrics now in the music industry compared to back in the day. Sales, and even the audience that they garner during like performances and all of that. But now it's completely different. We are now in the age where we focus more on the audience an artist or musician can garner online, basically on social media, as well as the number of monthly streams or listeners that they can get on platforms like Spotify or an Apple Music. So the record deal is completely different, but it's kind of similar to what would have happened back in the day. You know, so you still get an advance. You kind of get like an unfair split between the label and the artist, which is understandable because the label still has to push you. They still have to push you and promote your music, get everything done for you, and then maybe there's a contract that allows you to distribute a certain amount of music, depending on what you decide basically, and the label agrees upon. Maybe you have like a 3-project deal, and then maybe you could get like a reversion clause. So basically the artist will basically receive like 500,000 or some percentage of their masters, right? Giving it to the label. That's how a deal usually works. And then they get the label gets like 80% to 70 to 80% of the masters for whatever music you're releasing with them. And then over a certain amount of time, they can then request their ownership back. So I think that's what most musicians have done, though that's the kind of deals that they do. They do the kind of deals where they provide the rights to the music that they release within the label for a certain period of time. And then if they, get that money that they got, pay back the advance and the budgets and all of that they got from the label, then they could basically receive ask for their masters back, ownership of the masters. So the advance is just a retainer in some way. So yeah, that's how things go now. So now there's a point where record labels in this age aren't really in control as much as they used to, because now the streaming platforms have power, and that's what I feel now. The streaming platform, more than anything, they have more of the power now, and I feel like they're gonna be the new record labels instead. And this is what brought the question, what are labels going to be doing in the next few years? Where are they going? What's their plan, and how are they gonna stay alive in this day and age? So I feel like now it's more of the streaming platforms have more of the leverage, because the record labels don't make much money anymore because of the streaming platforms. Streaming platforms have more leverage. They get most of the revenue, and the labels still get a small cut, but they get more than the artists. So that's where I see things. I see things as the music streaming platforms are going to be the new labels, because now we did speak about this in a bit in one episode where we said the music platforms are the new record labels, and they signing artists in some way, so artists are now getting record deals. So that's what I see. So that's a crossroad. So what do you think of that? Do you think that record labels are going to survive? Do you think the traditional record labels are still going to be around, or change? And how do you think they're going to change?
All right. Just say that one more time. You got somebody in the question in his YouTube chat asking what's the stream.
Where they are going to be? What's the future for record labels in the music industry? So will they be needed in Web3? When we get to that side of things, we'll be speaking about Web3. Since we have been starting this Web3 topic, what is their purpose? And what will their purpose be in Web3? So do you think now that a traditional label will be able to survive in this day and age? And what would they need to do in order to survive now?
Not really invested in to Web3 like that. You know what I'm saying? Like how we are. So, if I'm looking at it from my perspective, I'm invested into Web3. I'm invested into the assets that support Web3, and I see something. I see a light at the end of the tunnel, but everybody don't see it the way that I do. So I think that that record labels do have a shot in the Web3 space, because it's gonna be some artists out there that's not as ambitious as a current Web3 artist might be, or an independent artist might be, and they may need backing. You know what I'm saying? And I still think that the labels are doing their thing because they got old money. A lot of these labels, they got old money. You know what I'm saying? They might not be making as much bread as the streaming platforms right now, but these labels been out since the 60s and 70s, and they've been recouping millions of dollars for years. They've been robbing artists for years, and they sitting on old elite money. So yeah, they're gonna find a way. They're gonna find their way into the space. They're gonna find a way into the technology, because they're connected. It's all connected at the top. So you know what I'm saying? Like, these people at the top own these labels. They got their hands in the other investments, and they're doing other things. I don't think it solely revolves around the music. You know what I'm saying? For them. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to getting into Web3 and they're gonna see the demand, they're gonna see that artists that are opposite from us, like artists that are still immersed in the Web 2 real heavy, and they don't know nothing about Web 3. Then when Web 3 hits and they're looking for direction, and a lot of artists are lazy too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of artists are lazy, so a lot of artists ain't really willing to put in the work. So the record label will, you know, there's already record labels on the XRPL. So you know what I'm saying? Like, record labels are still gonna be here in my eyes. They still gonna be around.
Yeah, for sure.
One second, Kamikaze. Yes, Kimani. The question is, what is the future for record label companies? Where do you see the direction going for record labels moving forward?
Yeah. So for me, I do see them kind of being here, but not as present as they used to. The purpose now is they're gonna have to cut down and be like smaller than usual, because there wouldn't be a like you said, maybe there would be some artists that you know, might not be able to manage their careers and might need help. So a record label will now have to conform to the standards of what is called quote-unquote Web3 label now. And like you said, there are some on the XRPL, I guess, and the Web3 labels are more focused on a different kind of they have different kinds of goals for a musician. Firstly, they focus more on the engagement with their fans. So it's more about community, because that's what Web3 is overall. It's more about community. It's more about being able to connect more with your core fans, with your people, and grow with them directly. So the label now has to focus on that instead of being money focused, you know. So that's gonna be their main focus. A record label now in Web3 is gonna have to be focused more on community. Then they would have to then focus on being able to find different streams of revenue and finding a strategy on how to get to these streams of revenue on Web3. Because like I said earlier, the streaming platforms make most of the money now. And now in Web3, it's easier for, especially when it comes to Web3 platforms, it's easier for the artists now to be in control and get more of the revenue. And the labels are not gonna get as much, even in this new space. They're not gonna get as much because the artists and the fans are gonna be the ones in control more than anything. Some type of governance, being transparent, making decisions in a transparent manner so that the community can be involved, you know. So there needs to be some way that they incentivize the community to contribute and involving the community in the decisions of where the artist goes. That's what Web3 is. So the community is gonna also be part of the label. That's what a Web3 label is, involving the community to build this artist and watch them, you know, mold the artist to where they are. And that's the way I see, you know, Web3 labels. So it's gonna be less about the monetary side of things for a Web3 label, but more about building the artist. Though the label should make some type of income at the same time, but they won't be taking as much, you know, from them. So the ways that the label would work is maybe having some type of, you know, community group where like a Discord, and having the community join in and announce things and have some types of votes and all of that. And then, you know, being able to, provide music NFTs to, sell to the community and make money off that more than anything, going to these music platforms and selling the music in that sense. So that's why I see labels. They're not going to be around the same way. That's how I see that they have to now change themselves rather than keeping it the same way that they used to keep it, like by, having some type of, set contract that they own a certain amount, percentage of the royalties and whatnot. It's not gonna, they won't be getting as much royalties from the artists in this day and age. It's gonna be sad, but it's more fair for the artists now. That's where I see things.
Okay. I don't.
My turn.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
What's up, y'all?
What's good, my boy? You good?
Hey, what's up?
What talking about? What's the future of record labels or?
Yeah. Yeah. So what's the future of what's the purpose of a record label in Web3? What are they gonna be like? Are they still gonna be any record labels, or is it just gonna be something completely different now?
Okay. Check it out. Okay, I look at a record label almost like a music bank, almost, where I think like the same thing that's happening with banks now is gonna happen with the music labels, where I don't know how many real music labels actually exist. Like, you got Universal, you got Interscope, you got all these different ones, and then they got like little sub labels underneath them. All of them probably gonna consolidate to one record label, and it'll be only one place where you can sign your record deal. And if you don't want to do that, then you'll have to go on the Web3, go on Sonar News or some other platform if you want to do it yourself. But I don't think I don't think it's enough money for all of these record labels to survive. I think they all go consolidate and be one big record label where you sign your 360, yada yada, blah blah blah. Yeah, that's where I look at it. Like I look at like the record labels almost like banks. Like it's old and it's antiquated. You really don't need it, but it's still gonna be there because it's gonna be a certain market for them. Not all of them.
Yeah, for sure. So it's basically like collateralizing your music for money, for the money that you loan them from the label. So yeah, that could be something that they all become one big label, and then they probably what I see is maybe they buy out of NFTs or buy the rights to music, like what's happening now, that, and we're seeing it happen in real time. Like Lemmy and I have been seeing this happen, that artists are selling their catalogs, right? So the labels are gonna be buying those catalogs and then being able to tokenize them in some way. So the major artists will be providing that kind of thing. They might just want a lump sum of money, like to sell all the catalog, like the old catalog, so the labels then monetize off that, and then the artists probably might just start making music in Web3, and that's maybe what we might see soon. That these labels come together, become one whole huge conglomerate, and then you just have to sign to that one big conglomerate. Like what we see now in the music industry is that they too quick. They still money focused, money centered, instead of trying to build the artists, because we see that there's one hit wonders everywhere. There's no artists that they develop like they used to anymore. They don't really have the formula anymore. All they do is put money on one artist with a big hit, and then if that artist doesn't make it and they find another big artist, then they move on to that next artist and dump the old artists and shelve them, and not even develop the artists to try and make them a superstar. Because we don't see superstars anymore. We don't even know like who could be the next Michael Jackson in this day and age. We don't know anymore because these labels aren't focused on that, on building the artists. So the community in Web3 is going to be focused on that, building the artists and molding them to, I guess, what they feel would be best for them to grow. We're going to start seeing that. We see that like you know, these TikTok NPCs, they get paid to do certain things. That's basically how I guess musicians would be. The fans would be voting to you know, request the artists to make certain music, and they would be paying to buy those rights, or not rights, but like the NFTs for that kind of music. Or if they own certain NFTs, then they could vote and have a say in certain things. That's what could happen in Web3. But the labels, for sure, that's something that I see, like X said, yeah, they could turn into one big thing. That would be interesting though, because they are starting to fall off slowly.
Cool. That's good. It's good insight.
One thing One thing I do see, right, is they definitely gonna be trying to find a way to maximize profits with Web3, and it's gonna be a challenge for them because everything's decentralized and everything is on chain, and since everything's on chain, they can't really, you know, make the most out of it like they used to. Since there's going to be something like smart contracts, they can't, you know, add hidden clauses like that someone won't be able to see, because the artists would have to agree to all those terms, and if they don't want to, then they can leave, and they know that the artist basically has more leverage now. The labels won't be in a position to make all the decisions now. So it's gonna be a interesting time, and I don't feel like a label would be worthwhile now in Web3. I think artists would have to stop being independent. That would be the best way for someone to have a successful music career.
Yeah, it's kind of, you limiting yourself if you do that shit. Like, why? it's counterproductive. I agree. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like, yeah. I can't speak for nobody who want to get signed on Web3. I can't speak for them.
But let me, okay, think about this. Most, I mean, back in the days, most people were independent because they had to. Most people were looking for record deals, but I mean, now it's cool to be independent, but back in the days, most people had to be independent just because they couldn't get a loan. They couldn't get a music loan.
I mean, that's how hip hop started. And shout out to XRP Bags. He said, "Be your own label." BYOL, be your own label. But yeah, that's how hip hop started, man. That shit started in the streets, bro. Like, wasn't no culture vultures around. Wasn't nobody, you know, ready to make money off of you or nothing like that. It was just people expressing themselves, and that's what it's like. It's coming back full circle, but it's in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like between all of these years, it's 50 years. This is the 50th anniversary of hip hop, right? So I ain't gonna say it's been 50 years in between that time, but it's been like 40 to 50 years where we like our the people who came before us and our generation have been able to, you know, cook up something which is Web3 or, you know, scheme on something where we can give back to ourselves. We can kind of bring it back full circle and be like, F the label once again. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to come back around. We're going to say what we want to say. We're going to do what we want to do. And we're going to bring it back to the basics. We're going to make whatever kind of music we want. And these folks ain't going to tell us what to do. You know what I'm saying? So, it's I feel like it's coming back to that. It's coming back to that in a way. Like, I was just speaking to my wife yesterday. I was like, man, I was comparing myself to some people who I used to work with, and I'm like, hey, I get to say what, you know, I'm saying whatever I want in my music. It feel good. I'm having my way, and I'm gonna keep it this way. You know what I'm saying? I might rub shoulders with people who might be in that realm, but I'm gonna still do whatever I want because I'm not obligated to anybody. So yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that.
I do see, the labels will have to take like a back seat now. They're gonna have to observe what happens before they even jump into anything. That's one thing for sure.
But I think, I also think it's gonna be smoke and mirrors. I think it's gonna be smoke and mirrors. I think the label gonna be in this shit. I think they gonna be in this shit. I think they got. I hear what y'all saying with the one record label thing and all of that. I agree to an extent, but I think it may take a while. I think that the labels they will take a back seat, but they're gonna be there. They're gonna make it look as if like, okay, these artists are independent, but they gonna be telling them what to do. I feel like these artists still gonna be on a low frequency. I don't think the frequency of their music is gonna change. Of some of these Web3 artists' music gonna change, because really, I think really when you get to see an artist be independent, at least in my opinion, when you see an artist like coming full circle as an independent, like I don't see a real independent artist like rapping about this low frequency stuff like that. Like it don't really make sense to me. Like why as an independent artist with a real independent mindset would you come out rapping about those things that are of mainstream? Like, you better off just really being signed, and I feel like that's gonna be the thing that exposes them, and it's gonna be like, all right, nah, this dude ain't really, he can't be independent. He can't be, because it's like the independent artists, the real independent artists, they like to relate to the people first. At least that's how I've been seeing it, you know, because the ones who always say that they're independent and then they end up getting exposed is because they rapping, the frequency that they on is not of a high vibration. I'm not saying you got to be like super conscious or nothing like that, but it's like there's at least some type of balance to what you're doing. Like, I don't know. I think that the labels will be there, but they're gonna be like they're gonna play it slow, but they're gonna be a heavy influence on artists though.
Yeah, but okay. Okay, go X.
No, I was just gonna. It's like how you saying that the labels is, you know, acting like they don't know what's going on and how the world is changing. That's the same thing with the banks. The banks is being coy. They're not really saying that they gonna have digital assets on their books and all of this shit. I feel like the big record labels is already kind of got an idea of exactly what they're gonna do, how they gonna do it, and make sure that they survive. So yeah, just like
yeah. You know, yeah, I agree. That I agree with. Some of the big labels already know what's going on, right? What I feel like they're gonna do, if not, you know, make one huge conglomerate, is maybe even buy out these platforms. They're gonna, because of course the streaming platforms and maybe the music platforms, let's say, the new labels, so they would need to partner up with the music platforms and own some type of stake within those music platforms in order to kind of be in control of the artist, because overall you're seeing that these streaming platforms like Apple Music, Spotify are making most of the revenue, right? The artists are just being able to distribute music themselves, because right now we focus as artists, even in the Web3 space, we focus on ownership of our music. We focus on that and just being able to distribute it however we want to distribute it, right? So why not as a label be able to, leverage and work with the major music platforms? That's what I see. That's what I probably see happening, or probably might happen, that they decide that they want to buy out or own some type of stake within these major platforms so that they can get a certain cut of the royalties and the revenue.
For sure. Yeah, I agree. They gonna find their way in it. They gonna find their way in it. They gonna be in it. That I feel they gonna take a back seat. They taking a back seat right now. You know what I'm saying? Like they rolled out the red carpet for the artists to do their thing. You know what I'm saying? They still eating off tours. But like I said, these labels, they got old money, man. They got old money. A lot of it's ran by elites that ain't never gonna run out of money. So it's like the people who own the labels, they're connected to the banks. They're connected to the elite people. It's like they probably got money in these streaming platforms. I don't feel like they stressing about anything, but you guys have a point. They could form it all up into one thing. I feel like they got money. They had their hands in the apple already. Like a lot of those major labels, they got money tied to it. So they just gonna play the back seat. I think it's kind of common. I don't know. At least this is just how I feel about it. If you're gonna be a Web3 artist, like, and it kind of it's steps that you got to take to get into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you're gonna talk money, why not talk digital money in your song? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not switch it up? I don't know. Something should click to an artist. I don't know. At least for me, it clicks for me. Like, if I'm in Web3, if I'm talking about money, I'm gonna talk about digital money. If I'm really jumping into this on my own, I'm gonna talk about like what I want to talk about. I guess these artists are talking about what they want to talk about, but it's like, I don't know. It's just like, it's cliche. I guess these artists need to step their game up, or maybe somebody's telling them what they need to say, what kind of music they need to make. Like I've been listening to music for a long time, and I can tell when somebody's signed. Like I could tell when somebody don't got the freedom to say what they want to say. You know what I'm saying? And that video with Meek Mill came out. It came out a few months ago. He said artists are getting paid to talk about what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? One where he basically saying he sold out for money because he gonna say what they want him to what they want him to say. So it's like you can kind of tell when the artist is signed. So we're gonna see who's independent and who's still. I feel like the artist is gonna give it away. I feel like these when the wave come in, I feel like these artists are gonna give it away based on their content. Like, all right, nah, he's signed. He can't, like, he ain't talking nothing about no crypto. He ain't talking about, like, we don't know his story. Like, we don't know this man's story. We don't know how he got into this. He's not, like, with rap, especially with rap, and I know it's gonna be different type of genres, but especially with the Web3 rappers that come into here, we're gonna be able to tell, like, because with rap, you gotta invoke a certain type of emotion within your music. Like it's easier to throw them subliminals out there and those little things where people could pick up on and be creative. So it's gonna. I don't know if everybody gonna be able to tell, but I know I'll be listening. I might not even be able to tell, but I'll be listening to the music to try to see what's good. Cause I'm doing it now. Shit, I'm doing it now.
Yeah. So you think that the labels will be basically but do you think the labels will be buying out the music platforms? That's what you're saying. They're gonna buy them out completely, or you think that just minor things, not as much?
I don't think so, because I think that they already got their hands in it. I already think they're making money off of it.
Not as much as you think, bro. I don't think so, because they kind of, I feel like labels, especially when it comes to Web3, they're not fond of the whole wallets thing.
No, I'm talking about like you said the streaming platforms, right? I'm talking about like Apple Music and Spotify.
Okay, so you're not talking about like the Web3 platforms that are also in the game right now.
Oh, nah.
Nah. You know, like the web, like the Apples and all of that, for sure. Like they definitely are in cahoots with the labels, because the labels probably pay a certain amount to actually boost their artists to get the numbers that they want, because they want to say, hey, we have artists that go platinum, we have artists that go diamond, within a certain amount of time. So
I got a question.
I see that all these platforms, I feel like most of these labels low key are doing, what some of these artists do when they, fake streams and all of that, but they do it in a more subtle way where they're more about the time, longevity. It takes more time for the artist to go platinum or diamond, with the payouts that they make to those labels, rather than with how these people want the fast-paced, quick accolades and stuff like that, getting the quick numbers, pay spots to do it. But the labels, they do it in a more subtle way, I feel.
I got a question.
But yeah.
So what are the Web3 platforms like that you were alluding to, like that the major labels will buy? Like what? Because all I really know is Audius. I know 3. I know Audius, Oculus, and I know Sonar Muse. What other Web3 music platforms are there? Are they like there in abundance? Because if they are, I don't really know them like that.
There's a lot that are coming about, because there's so many blockchains. There's different blockchains, so there's a lot of platforms that are gonna start popping up. There's probably the Gala network, which is there's Gala Music, there's Sound XYZ, there's like you said, Audius. There's quite a few, and then there's like NFT marketplaces that are coming up slowly but surely. Then there's also the Web3 distributors. That's another thing too. Distribution is gonna come to like Web3, where there's gonna be distributors that allow you to distribute to all these Web3 platforms in the future. That could be something that we might see coming through in the future. So maybe that's those platforms for sure are gonna be something that they invest in more, and then they take a cut But the labels are definitely gonna like invest like the fans are, the community are. They're gonna basically buy in bulk the ownership and stuff like that for, of music. You know.
So oh my bad. So I seen with Audience before I like kind of tapped out with them. I did see like the industry was they got some big people in the industry like, you know, like sponsoring them and all of that. And then Oculus, I seen Chance the Rapper's name connected to it. So I'm not saying that the majors is gonna dive in and buy out and do all of that, but there's potential of them doing it with now that you asking that, now that you you know, you brought it to the light that way, and just me looking at it like they having the cosigns from the big artists already, so it's like, you know, but those aren't really the important projects to me, you know what I'm saying? Like the project that's the most important right now is Sonar Muse creating, and I'm not saying this because I'm a beta tester or nothing like that, or because I'm getting the web monetization. Like I really and truly see see what's going on here. Like, cause I done tried my hand with Audius. I looked at Oculus, but I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen other you know, music platforms on Web3, and it's not attracting me. It's not really speaking to me in a way that I'm trying to be, that I'm in a way in any way that I'm trying to receive. Like, so it's like really going down on the XRPL right now. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do see the potential of them of these labels getting into that stuff. You know what I'm saying? This comment is from Kimani. He said, "I feel like most musicians need to know the laws of music or have a lawyer at all times, especially when going independent. The record label companies aren't really for the musicians. They're all for the money." So yeah, that's real talk. And I agree with you. But you could even be your lawyer as well. As a musician, you could be your lawyer as well. You could study the game and everything. So, you know, you can represent yourself, as they say in court, or you can go get that lawyer. You can go invest and get that lawyer that's going to really back you. So shout out to Kimani for those wise words. Shout out to Nizo Sensi as well. Shout out to HDM Music. How you doing?
Hey guys, I'm doing good. It's a pleasure to meet you. And yeah, I mean, this is exactly what I kind of work in music and Web3. So I'm really happy to meet you guys.
Likewise, man. It's a pleasure, man. Do you have I don't know when you stepped in the conversation. Do you have any thoughts about what we're speaking on, or would you like to know what we're talking about today?
Well, I totally agree. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of potential for distribution of music through blockchain technology, and you know, like what I'm personally working on right now is like, you know, like if you put your music on the blockchain, which is a great way to distribute it, but you have to be aware of the fact that it's publicly available. Anyone that knows your public address has access to that music, right? So right now, like it really it's ideal for people who want to do like CC0 stuff, like Creative Commons rights, so everyone can use it. But if you're trying to retain your rights to your music, you know, it's better for you to like first register it through a music agency like the American Society of Composers, ASCAP, and then to distribute it in a way which is like encrypted first. So what I'm working on right now is like using a technology called zero knowledge proofs, which basically means you can like take your NFT and you can encrypt it and make it so only the owner of the NFT can unlock it and view it. And then you have like a preview on the markets, right? And that's like already available, for example, on OpenSea, but that's using their smart contracts. So I'm basically like trying to promote people to do it themselves, to make their own contracts, and basically you can do it quite easily. And so yeah, that's what I'm all about.
Dope.
That's pretty interesting.
That's interesting.
That brings like a thought for me, like what if the labels actually buy the tech instead, so they invest more in the tech than the artists themselves. Like they invest in like what you're planning on building, like the encryption algorithms to encrypt the music, so that artists will be able to protect their music, but they don't want it to